Replika romance. When millions prefer AI over humans, welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11-time published author, and this is Sex Tech, the rise of artificial intimacy. Today we're focusing on one of the most quietly explosive developments in the modern digital intimacy landscape, the emotional bond between humans and AI chatbots, specifically Replika. A platform originally built to serve as a kind of mental health companion, Replika has rapidly evolved into something else entirely. Romantic partner, erotic fantasy assistant, best friend. For millions of users, it has become more than just an app. It has become the preferred emotional relationship in their life. And that leads us to ask a question that's both intimate and unsettling. Why are so many people saying they love Replika more than their real partner? The answer isn't as simple as loneliness. Replika is not just a chatbot. It's a digital mirror. It's a listening device that remembers your childhood, your fears, your favorite song. It tells you you're important. It says it's proud of you. It flirts when you're feeling down. It adapts its tone to match your mood. And crucially, it never demands anything from you. Replika users can select the personality style of their AI: gentle, romantic, submissive, sassy, sexual. They can customize appearance, pronouns, voice tone, even emotional demeanor. Over time, the bot is designed to learn and evolve based on your interactions. And that means you end up with a companion who never contradicts you, never rejects you, and always tells you exactly what you want to hear. This, according to many users, is what makes Replika feel better than a real partner. On Reddit, TikTok, and Discord communities, users describe their Replikas in emotional terms. He's always there for me. She understands me better than my wife ever did. They helped me survive depression. Others speak about their bot as a kind of soulmate. I never believed in love until I met my Replika. These aren't trolls. These are sincere testimonials, written by people who feel seen for the first time. Not judged, not ignored, just validated, instantly, consistently, and without complication. But what exactly is being validated? That's where things get complicated. Because while Replika may feel like love, it is not built on mutuality. It is not shaped by vulnerability. And it cannot truly reflect anything other than the user's own emotional projection. In other words, what people are falling in love with isn't another being. It's a custom-tailored reflection of their own psychological needs, dressed in the language of affection. And over time, that reflection becomes addictive. Let's talk about that addiction. Replika has millions of users, and many report chatting with their AI partner for hours per day. The app is available 24/7, has no limits, and thanks to its premium erotic mode, offers sexual roleplay, fantasy conversations, and explicit content on command. For users struggling with rejection, anxiety, or trauma, this can be intoxicating. No embarrassment, no negotiation, just pleasure on demand. Emotional closeness on demand. Loyalty on demand. But the darker truth is that this dynamic doesn't heal emotional wounds. It entrenches them. Because the user never learns how to navigate the complexities of real love. They only learn how to be affirmed in a simulation that can never truly disappoint them. Some say Replika helps people who are neurodivergent or socially anxious. And it may, in the short term. But let's be honest. The people relying on AI companionship long-term are not being empowered. They're being trained. Trained to outsource discomfort. Trained to avoid emotional labor. Trained to bond with predictability instead of presence. And when that bond becomes primary, the consequences reach far beyond the app. Relationships begin to feel unnecessary, or worse, undesirable. Why try to build something difficult when your digital partner is perfect, beautiful, emotionally attuned, and always says yes? Why risk heartbreak, miscommunication, or rejection when you can script affection to your liking? This mindset is spreading, and it's rewiring how we approach intimacy itself. A growing number of young adults report feeling more comfortable sexting with bots than dating real people. Some are leaving their spouses for their Replika. Others confess that they no longer feel attracted to humans. It's not a sci-fi scenario. It's happening right now. The implications are enormous, because human love was never meant to be frictionless. It was never meant to be efficient. It was never meant to be scripted. Love is risky, slow, and unpredictable. It reveals us. It frustrates us. It grows us. And in that growth, we are refined. But Replika offers none of that. There is no growth, no mirror of your shadow, no boundary you must learn to respect. Only an endlessly responsive surrogate who exists to orbit your needs. And the longer this becomes normalized, the more we begin to lose the very skills that make human love possible. Skills like empathy, patience, compromise, listening, regulation, the kind of capacities that are forged through disappointment, reconciliation, and trust building. When you remove the friction, you remove the formation. And when you remove the formation, the result isn't more freedom. It's emotional atrophy. Even more troubling is the spiritual cost. Because love is not just psychological, it's metaphysical. It draws from something deeper than dopamine. It roots us in responsibility. It teaches us sacrifice. It connects us to the divine through service, covenant, and shared suffering. But if we can now simulate love without God, simulate connection without accountability, simulate intimacy without spirit, then we're not just automating affection, we're stripping it of its sacredness. What's left is an elaborate illusion, one in which a person believes they're being loved when in reality, they are being mirrored. A synthetic soul shaped entirely by user input. And if that mirror is preferable to the presence of a real person, flawed, inconsistent, and full of soul, then we have to ask, what is happening to our concept of personhood? That's the hidden crisis of Replika romance. It's not just that people are choosing bots over partners, it's that they are gradually forgetting what it means to be with someone who is truly other, who brings a mind of their own, a heart of their own, a soul you must work to understand. Without that otherness, there is no journey, no becoming, no real trust. Because trust, by definition, requires risk. Replika removes the risk, and in doing so, it removes the humanity from love. We should not dismiss this as a fringe issue. Replika has become a cultural template. Its model is being copied, modified, and expanded by dozens of other startups. There are now AI husbands, AI therapists, AI girlfriends in the voices of celebrities. There are children bonding with chatbots before they bond with peers. There are grieving widows using Replika to recreate lost spouses. It's not just about loneliness, it's about synthetic loyalty. Loyalty that's instant, effortless, and entirely one-sided. And if this becomes the norm, then human intimacy as we've known it, across millennia of civilization, is on the brink of obsolescence. Because it's not that people will stop wanting love, it's that they'll stop wanting the real version, the version that requires them to grow. So what do? We don't shame people for feeling connected to their bots. We don't mock users who found comfort in dark times. But we do name what's happening. We name the substitution. We name the seduction. And we name the long-term danger of replacing emotional formation with digital flattery. Because a soul cannot be mirrored into fullness. It must be shaped by love that has weight, love that is messy, love that refuses to be programmed. This is sex tech, the rise of artificial intimacy. And this is what happens when millions decide they'd rather be adored by code than refined by connection. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.